The bug title must match the format listed in the cycle overview. Read the cycle overview carefully before submitting any issue reports. Describe the area where the bug was found in the app or website correctly. For example, homepage, my profile, or cart. Describe the bug that is being reported accurately. Do not write the title in all caps. Do not write the browser name in the title unless specifically instructed in the overview. Use a capital letter at the beginning of every sentence. This applies to all fields. Select the correct issue type according to the issue being reported. Note that if it affects the functionality, you can select Functional. Review the What is a Bug course for a detailed explanation of each issue type. Select the correct value and how often the issue occurs when you reproduce it. For example, if you can reproduce it only once in many attempts, then you should select Once. Determine the issue priority based on the specifications provided by the customer in the cycle overview. If there is no information provided, you can use your best judgment and define based on the impact of the issue on the user. Select the source correctly. Structured should be selected for issues that were found while executing the test case steps or when performing the exploratory testing, but it is related to the test case steps. Exploratory should be selected for issues that are not related to the test case steps and were found by performing exploratory testing. Select the environment where you found and reproduced the issue, and make sure that it matches the issue title if the environment should be written in the title. Note that when the product under testing is a mobile native app, whether it's an iOS or Android app, make sure to claim the slot and report an issue with the correct environment, which includes native, no mobile browser at the end. Avoid selecting the one with browsers since you are not testing a website. However, if you are testing a website, then select the correct browser where you found the issue. Provide all the necessary steps to reproduce the issue. Use numbered steps and list the steps sequentially. Write only one task on each step. Begin the numbered steps by opening the testing website URL or the app mentioned in the overview. Do not write Observe, Check, View Results, Find, See, or Pay Attention. Do not write the expected or actual results as a step. Do not write the URL in the following steps, only include it in the first step unless specifically requested. Include English translations for all non-English words inside the parentheses when testing products in other languages. Check this example. Use preconditions to include the conditions needed to reproduce the issue before step 1. For example, precondition, the user has logged in. Describe what the user would expect to happen after performing the steps listed in the action performed. Describe what exactly happens after performing the steps listed in the action performed. Use this field only if there is an error message displayed after performing the steps listed in the action performed. Otherwise, leave it empty. Write the full error message displayed if possible. Do not write none, NA, or hyphen when there is no error message displayed. Provide additional information about the devices and environment affected by the bug. Leave the field empty if there is no additional information needed to be provided and no instructions in the cycle overview to provide additional information. Screenshots. Do not use a mouse drawing tool to highlight where the bug appears in the screen. Add a red or yellow square, circle, or arrow instead. Upload screenshots in JPEG or PNG format. show the entire screen, including the URL bar, when testing a website. Make sure that the screenshot can be opened and is not broken after submitting the report. Do not upload more than 2 screenshots per issue report. Do not capture the screen using external devices unless the website or app is DRM protected and screenshot is required, or if it is requested to use an external device to capture screenshots. Blur or redact PII displayed in the screenshot. Videos. Upload videos in MP4 format. The videos need to match the steps listed in the action performed and make sure the issue is clearly shown. Show the entire screen, including the URL bar, when testing a website. Exclude background noise unless narrating is required. Make sure that the video can be played after submitting the report. Do not record using external devices unless the website or app is DRM protected and video is required, or if it is requested to use an external device to record. Do not upload more than 1 video per issue report. Show all the reproduction steps in one video unless asked otherwise. Do not show the uTest platform or customer cycles or other projects unless requested. Do not upload large video sizes. Compress the video before uploading. Blur or redact PII displayed in the video. Logs. Upload logs in the correct format as stated in the overview. Collect the log while reproducing the issue. Make sure that the log can be opened and it is not corrupted after submitting the report. Follow all the requirements mentioned in the overview. At the top and bottom of the issue report form, you can find the Configure Template and Save as Template buttons. Both buttons can be utilized to make a template for issue reports within the test cycle. Save as Template. Clicking on this button will open the Issue Report Template pop-up window with all fields in the template form filled with the details entered in the current report form about to be submitted. Clicking on the Save Template button will save it as a template, and your next issue report form will be pre-filled with exact details as in the saved template. Configure Template. Clicking this button will open the previously saved template in the Issue Report Template pop-up window. You can edit the saved template if necessary by using this feature. After you are done editing your template, be sure to click on the Save Template button to apply the changes to the saved template. Note that if you have not saved a template before in the cycle, this button will work the same as the Save as a Template button. Making a template will be useful if the customer requires a specific issue title format with a common title prefix, if the issues have common preconditions, common steps to perform before the actual issue happens, and if the same information is required for the additional environment info or custom fields, as they will be automatically filled into the next issue report form after saving it as a template. Make sure that all the fields are correctly filled and match the cycle before submitting your issue report. If you participate in multiple projects, be sure to report the issue in the correct cycle to avoid rejections. Avoid reporting placeholder issues. Remember that you must fill in all the required fields from the start according to the issue to be reported, and you should not fill the field with only 1, 2, 3 or ... or other placeholder texts. Note that placeholder issue is prohibited in uTest, and violation of uTest guidelines may result in a suspension or termination of your account, so be sure to comply with the uTest guidelines. Do not submit the issue report if you have not collected all the required attachments, and do not use the unrelated attachments to report the issue faster than the others, as it will be considered a placeholder issue and will be rejected. Notify the TTL in the cycle chat if you find the instructions in the Issue Reporting Instructions section are unclear. Avoid making assumptions on your own, and be sure to ask if something is unclear. Inform the TTL in the cycle chat immediately if you failed to upload attachments to your report due to errors or file size. If it's still big even after you compress it, if it's a screen recording. Recheck the issues list after you are done reporting an issue in case your report is duplicated due to errors so that you can discard the duplications immediately.
Please check the attachments while discarding issues to avoid confusion, and make sure to keep the one with attachments.
Recheck the issue list for duplicates as well, because another tester might have reported the issue earlier than you did, so you can discard your issue to avoid rejection. Do not copy another tester's issue report. Write your issue report on your own and according to the issue to be reported. Do not edit your reported issue to a different issue, as it will violate the uTest guidelines. If your issue is no longer valid, or you later realize it is not a valid issue, you should discard it instead of editing it to a different issue.